Hey guys, welcome to Top Dog Tips. My name's Samantha, and you might be wondering why you're tuning into Top Dog Tips and I'm sitting here holding a cat. Today I want to talk to you guys about how to introduce your dog to a cat. Now, it's something that a lot of people have different recommendations about. I'm going to let Elsa go. Our dogs and our cats obviously already know each other, so it's not as big of a deal, but I just wanted to show you Elsa and what I do when we introduce new animals into our family. For the intents of this video, we're saying that you already are a dog owner and you're adopting a cat and bringing a cat into your home, but it can go the other way as well. It is a little different if you already own a cat and you bring a dog in. Obviously dogs are a little bit harder to control and they're stronger, so there are some other precautions that you want to take when the dog is the one that's unfamiliar with your home. But if you own a dog and you're bringing in a cat, one thing you want to do first, the very first thing, when you introduce them, my personal recommendation is that you don't do an introduction in a shelter. A lot of shelters will recommend that. The reason that I don't recommend it is because a lot of animals act differently in a shelter. Think about the environment in a shelter. There's new smells, new people, new animals all the time. If say you're adopting a cat, they're bringing dogs in and out of the shelter, they're bringing new cats in and out of the shelter. So there's a lot of overstimulation. It can cause a lot of anxiety, and a lot of animals don't act the same in a shelter as they would in a general home environment. So that's why I don't recommend it. You may bring your dog to a shelter to meet a cat. The cat might be very defensive, be aggressive towards the dog, a lot of scratching, maybe some growling and hissing. Whereas, if you brought the cat home and let them have time to get used to the environment, it might not be that way. It's the overstimulation of the shelter that makes them on edge and on their guard, and they are aggressive or maybe extra skittish. You don't know. So I don't recommend it in a shelter. Speak to the shelter that you're working with if that's the case for you. Explain why you don't want to do that and go from there. But anyway, so what you want to do is, obviously your dog's already at your home, so they know the home, they know the environment. You want the cat to have that same kind of advantage, I guess. You want the cat to have time to know the home as well. So put your dog outside, or like for example, a lot of times what I do is send our dog for a ride with my husband. And they go out, and if my husband's running errands or doing something, he will take the dog with them, and they're gone, for a few hours. So the cat has time to get used to the house, smell the house, get used to the environment. Number one thing that you need to do is make sure that they have time to get used to where the litter box is and use the litter box, get used to where the food is, and eat some food so that they get used to that and they know where that is. Once they're comfortable with the environment and they know where the litter box is, they know where the food is, you can bring the dog into the environment. And this is why I have a baby gate here, you might have been wondering about that, you can separate your dogs from the cat with a baby gate. Now your dog is on one side, they can see the cat, they can smell the cat, vice versa, the cat can see your dog, smell your dog, but they aren't actually in the same place. Now, what you want to do at first when the cat's getting used to the house is have no baby gate. Let the cat wander freely around the house so his scent is in the home. Your dog's scent is already in the home because he lives there. So as the cat goes around, he's going to be smelling your dog and getting used to that. When your dog comes in, the baby gate is up in a room, or if you can separate, like we have the living room, and the living room's out here, the kitchen's in here and downstairs, so then we have the living room and upstairs where the bedrooms are. So it's kind of half the house is separated. So your dog can wander through, smell the cat in that area that's open to them, and then of course check them out through the gate, which is giving them that opportunity to get used to each other and smell each other. Once you feel like both animals are comfortable, at first your dog might whine or scratch, try and climb over the gate, the cat might hiss, things like that. Once you feel like both animals are comfortable and they're no longer doing that and they've kind of lost interest in each other, you can take down the baby gate, but leave your dog on a leash until you're 100% comfortable with the fact that he is not going to be aggressive towards the cat. There isn't going to be any lunging, any nipping, anything like that. So keep your dog on a leash. Again, let him go over, sniff the cat. Odds are the cat's probably going to be a little bit skittish, maybe try and hide, but he's also going to be kind of curious. So the cat should come out and interact with the dog, or at least, get close to the dog. And if not, if the cat's very skittish, if it's one of those cats that hides all the time, you can put the cat in a carrier and allow the dog to walk around the carrier, sniff the carrier, look through, into the carrier to see the cat, things like that, so that the cat's not just hiding and the dog doesn't get used to it. So, and then once they're both 100% comfortable with each other and you trust your dog, you don't need him to be on a leash anymore because he's not going to be aggressive towards the cat. That's when you can go ahead, take him off the leash. You still want to monitor and supervise them very closely, at least for a few days, until you're 100% sure that the cat can either get away from the dog if you have a dog that chases the cat or something like that. The cat has their own space, the dog has their own space. They can be together in your home without any kind of fighting or aggression. So that's the steps that you want to take when you are learning how to introduce a cat to your dog. And if you guys have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. My email is samantha@topdogtips.com. If you want to stay up to date with all of our reviews, how-to videos, comparisons, things like that, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel, which you can find if you just go on YouTube and type in Top Dog Tips, you'll find it. Same thing with social media, Facebook, Twitter, Google+, you can find us on there, like it, follow us, and our website, topdogtips.com. You can stay up to date with all of those postings. I post a few videos a week, some recipes, some reviews, some how-tos, so be sure to stay tuned with that. And if you guys have any questions, of course, reach out to me. Thanks for watching this video on how to introduce a cat to your dog, and I will see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.